it's hot, then it's here. The Rundown with Aaron, Joyce, and Jim.
Hey guys, this is Jam, aka Fruit Preserve from The Rundown, and if you're listening to this, it's too late. You've been infected with today's best music on Magic 89.9. I'm having a really good day today, especially because I just met the nicest guy who I think you guys should get to meet as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please do welcome to the Magic 89.9 airwaves, Mr. Greyson.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule. And we have 3 shows scheduled here. And also thank you for letting us do this interview sitting down because you are a giant.
I have gained a bit of height since the probably last
tiny
time.
Bit, just a tiny bit, just enough to make me have to look up into your eyes a little bit. Okay, let's just make this as casual as possible.
Yeah.
I wanted to approach this interview like as friends, and since we're friends now.
Oh yes, since we're friends.
Since we're friends now.
It's like we're just chilling at a house party on the patio, like, you know, getting away from the loudness. You know?
Yep.
All right, cool.
We could probably start it off with an icebreaker. My favorite one is the part where we trade secrets.
Okay.
You can start with one, and I'll give you one.
You start.
No, mine is really terrible.
Okay, what's the secret that I have?
It doesn't have to be a big one.
Before any time I get on an airplane, I have to touch both. Like, you know, like when you walk on an airplane, I have to touch both sides of the plane.
No, I do that too.
Is that a secret? I don't know. But no, the flight attendants always look at me really weird. So I do it quick, but then I think that makes it look weirder. And then they're just like, what the hell did he just do to this plane? Is that a secret?
I guess it counts.
Really?
I guess it counts. Do I have to give one now too?
Yeah, what?
Okay, a couple years ago.
That's not a secret, though.
A couple years ago, I tried to learn this song on piano. I tried to learn Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. So there was this one kid on YouTube who was like blowing it up, and I was like, I want to do that. Keyword here being try.
Did you do it? You tried.
Keyword here being try. But yeah.
I tried too. And I did it.
Fantastic. So yeah, welcome back to Manila. It's been a while since you got here. Since you've been here, rather.
Yeah.
Anything major changes that you kind of noticed? Like.
No, I feel like the traffic has maybe gotten a bit worse, but that's okay. That's something we can work around. But no, the jeepneys are still rolling, and everyone seems really cool. You know, I'm really excited to be back in with this new piece of music.
Okay.
Somewhere over my head. And yeah, I'm excited to see the Filipinos.
5 new songs.
Yeah, 5 new songs.
Amazing.
The fans wanted more, but just for now, it's 5.
Kind of a little bit of a teaser.
Yeah.
Have you learned any Filipino at all since you got here?
I've learned, well, I've known this for a while, but I can say mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
And then after that, it just gets really terrible.
Can I teach you one real quick?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
But I'm so bad at pronouncing it.
This one's really easy.
Okay.
It's kind of just kidding in English. You know how you, when a girl passes by and you don't like her, well, maybe you don't do this because you're a nice guy. But like, this is just an example. Pretend we're Indian girls, and then a girl passes by and you don't like her. Like, oh, I hate her. Just kidding. You know, that kind of a sarcastic thing. We like to use the word charot.
Charot.
Yeah, charot.
Charot.
So like if you're like, I hate this job, and your boss passes by, charot.
Charot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You try.
So, I hate you.
Whoa.
That's what you asked for.
Really great one, though. Good job. Very, very.
You know I don't hate you. Come on.
We don't know each other well enough for you to hate.
We just told each other secrets. We're best friends.
Oh.
You're coming to my 19th birthday party.
I am in August.
Yes,
that's
August,
fantastic.
in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a couple of questions. Now, there are a lot of people who are listening who have been with you since the beginning, since the very first time you blew up on the internet, Baby Grand Piano, Ellen, everything.
Yeah.
You're in Chancers, if you will, from 6 years ago. And there are a lot of people who are listening, who are meeting you for the very first time with Somewhere Over My Head, your brand new EP. How would you introduce yourself to them?
You know, I think I'd start with the music first and foremost. But I think, you know, this EP is really, not that I wasn't, you know, what I was doing when I was 12 and 13, not to say that it wasn't authentic. I think it was really authentic for what I wanted to do when I was that age. But this music now and this EP is just really like, I made music that I wanted to listen to, and I made music that I just felt was authentic and true to me. So there wasn't really this like structure of like, okay, you know, how can I like plan this massive thing? And I just wanted to write songs that I felt really proud of and put them out to the fans and see the response. And luckily, I think they've liked them so far. So how do I introduce it? My name's Greyson, and this is my EP. Yeah, check it out.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hi, nice.
Yeah.
And you just pass it out on the street, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm like, this EP sucks. Roots.
Oh, no! Got it. Okay. Well, you have had a lot of experiences ever since you joined the music industry. A lot of them have been to kind of railroad the normal experiences that you weren't able to experience as a normal teenager. Are there any things that you kind of missed or that you regret missing?
I mean, yeah, I think there were things that I definitely missed. I think my childhood of like traveling was a bit weirder, you know. I don't think like normal kids from Oklahoma don't just go to the Philippines for the weekend, you know, to like play a show.
Oh, they don't?
No, they don't. So, I mean, that was a bit strange, but one of the reasons why I went away for like a year or two was so I could go back home and kind of just be normal for 2 seconds and get some more inspiration and yeah, kind of be as young as possible and kind of experience some things. But no, I don't have any regrets.
Okay.
I love what I do and I'm proud that I do it.
It's interesting though because you actually said when you came back that you were very split on coming back to music. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I think I was split because there's just a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that happens that I think some people maybe don't realize. I mean, music is hard, and the industry is definitely tough, and there was sort of this idea, like when I was back home, where I was like, you know, I love writing music. Maybe I could just do that, and you know, maybe not have to worry about all the other stuff and like what a blogger is going to think about my EP or what all this stuff is going to happen. But then I realized that that would have been a discredit and disservice to the fans. So I wanted to release an EP or release something out to them and to sort of start the process all over again. And so now though, being like in it and going through the ranks, I don't really have any, I don't really care about what people think minus the fans at this point. So that's kind of nice.
And yes, you are back in full force. Brand new tour, brand new songs, 5 new songs on your EP, Somewhere Over My Head. What is it exactly that you're most excited about now that you're back?
I think just, I don't know, experiencing it all over again. You know, it was really, it's sort of like what I said in the press con too. I was a bit nervous to put it out because I didn't know what the response was going to be and I didn't know how the fans were going to like it. So this time around, it's I get to really enjoy it and kind of pay attention to everything happening around me, and that's really cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to see the fans' reactions from not only in the Philippines but all over the world and all that stuff.
Well, I personally absolutely love Back on the Wall.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a little bit biased.
Okay.
But yeah, your music now is incredibly different. For example, Back on the Wall is light years different from Unfriend You. How did you approach writing this brand new music?
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, I wanted to make music that I like listening to, or that I think that I would like listening to. And so, yeah, that song in particular, we went into the studio and I was like super tired that day. I like distinctly remember it. And I was just sitting there and I was like, I want a chorus that like wakes me up a bit. And then we did it and I was like, yeah, that woke me up. All right, that's cool. Like, that's what I want to listen to. And so, I mean, that was the thing with this EP entirely, is I just wanted to make tunes that I would put on in the car and that I would vibe to. But I also don't put my own EP in the car.
Really?
No.
I would totally do that. If I had any, no, I wouldn't do it.
It's like Googling yourself. It just feels dirty and weird. Like, you just don't like it. Like, no, it's not cool.
Okay. In another interview a while back, you said that part of the way that you write music is you live life. You try to just enjoy living, and then you write about that. What does living exactly like as an 18-year-old musician? Like, you just graduated. What is it like?
Well, like, I live in LA now, and I live by myself, and to me, it's like hanging out with my friends, going out to shows. Maybe not entirely being the nicest square kid that everyone thinks I am. Yeah, being a little wild, being a little bit rebellious, getting into trouble but not too much trouble, and yeah, just being as young as possible. Life is really short, so I want to go out and experience as much as I can. So yeah, that would be experience life for me, and that makes the music way better too.
That's true.
If I just stayed around in my house all day and like was at the piano and had no interaction, okay, some days I do that though. I do like House of Cards. The music wouldn't be good.
What are you like as a human being outside? I mean, a lot of your time is obviously spent just writing and being in the studio and collaborating with a bunch of people. But what are you like as an 18-year-old? Is there anything that you spend time on, like besides hanging out with your friends? I do know you're a big fan of House of Cards, and was that Madam President a while back?
Madam Secretary.
Madam Secretary. Sorry, close enough.
Yeah, I'm
Not
like,
close.
I don't know, I'm probably more boring actually, if you want to think. I'm like an avid reader.
Okay.
I love reading, so that's super weird. And yeah, I am a bit of a political junkie, but I don't talk about it.
I
like
see.
Yeah, I don't like to.
I think you'd enjoy being in the Philippines.
That's
We
what
like
I've
to
heard,
talk
that's
about
what I've heard.
politics.
But no, I'm okay. My dad told me to not talk about two things at the dinner table. That's religion and politics. And unfortunately, those are my like two favorite things to talk about.
Oh no.
So, but yeah, not as musicians.
Okay. Well, last two things that we're gonna do. I'm gonna be reading like a couple of words out. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind, like a couple of
this is
words,
dangerous.
and then at
Okay.
the end we're going to read maybe 3 fan questions.
Okay.
All right. Word association in 3, 2, 1. Cucumber.
Gross.
Whiskey.
Good.
Politics.
Pragmatism.
Your GPA.
Badass.
Song or lyric you wish you'd written.
Cause this is Thriller.
Dream motorbike.
A Harley sports.
Yeah. Magic.
Not real.
How could you? Okay. OKC's Thunder's Kevin Durant possibly moving to Golden State Warriors.
So sad.
It's
So
just
sad.
a rumor.
Not gonna happen. It might, but it's so sad.
Frank and Claire Underwood.
Badasses.
Dream collab, dead or alive.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh, okay. Go-to dance move, and can you demonstrate it real quick?
None, but that's fun.
Okay. Craziest fan encounter aside from the last time somebody bit you.
Wait, this isn't word association anymore.
I know.
Okay,
I cheated.
I don't know. That was probably the craziest one. Most of the time, everyone's sweet. Everyone's like super courteous and nice. So just the one that bit me.
Okay. We'll end with 3 questions. First, which of your songs, like out of the 5 that are coming out on your EP, was the hardest one to write?
The last song, More Than Me. Yeah, that was tough just because it's very reflective of like me growing up in Oklahoma and like being 18 and feeling like I've finally grown up. And so yeah, that one was hard to write because it gets really like deep into all that. Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Rodell Gray. When was the last time you cried? Right?
I'm gonna think about that. I don't cry easy at all. Like, okay, let me think. Probably like, it's been a cool minute. Let me say I'll say like a year.
Okay.
Or maybe longer than that.
Okay.
Nothing makes me cry. Except I do get sad though when I like I'm homesick and stuff.
Whiskey.
But yeah, you were talking about my dog.
Yes, I was talking about your dog. Gotcha there.
So yummy and great pal was how whiskey goes, yeah.
Just not the same thing, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, last question from the fans. This one, I paraphrased it a little bit from Homie Ella and alias Flana. Are you single? Just please answer, lol, I'm desperate. P.S. Will you marry me?
Yeah, I am single, but I'm married to my dog, Whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, he's my homie. We're hanging out all the time, but I am currently single.
Okay, so that's yes, but sorry, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
I guess that's it for us. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Do you have any last words for your fans here at Magic 89.9?
To the fans at Magic 89.9, thank you so much for all the support for Somewhere Over My Head, and bother these guys as much as you can and call in and request back on the wall. And yeah, thanks for everything.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Your authority on what's hot and what's pop. The Rundown. Magic 89.9.